that the articles are cancelled يعني and with that this lesson is cancelled but just for review. How long? Okay. This is a mistake. How long has he been walking? Number D, not B. The correct answer is B, D, not B. Has he been walking? Okay. So we'll choose this. How did we choose this? Because how long is a keyword for present perfect progressive. It focuses on the duration of the action, right? So we said before that how long and all are keywords for present perfect continuous or progressive. So it would be because it is a question, it would be has been walking. Yes. I have known Tom space 2 years. It would be for 2 years. Okay, right? This is present perfect, so here we can put for or since, but we said when I have a duration of time, not definite time, we use for. But in number four, we haven't eaten fish 2017. Is this a duration of time or definite time? Definite time, a name of a year. So it would be since. And this is the difference between for and since. I say for 2 years, but since 2017. I say for 2 months, but here I say since October. I say for 3 days, but here I say since Saturday, etc. Understand? Number five, Karma is on holiday. Has she spaced to America? Here is this question focuses on the difference between gone and been. Gone and been. What is the difference between gone and been here? Yes. Gone means have been to or have gone to. Have gone to means went to a place and still there, didn't come back. But ban means what? Ban means went to a place and came back. So what is the meaning of the sentence here? Karma is still on holiday. She didn't come back. So it would be what? Has she gone? Has she what? Gone, as you see. Right? Did you use to put a lot of salt on your food? Yes, I. When I answer with did you use to, I said yes, I use. Well, or yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's just a past sentence, right? Number seven. What was she doing while space at the recipe book? The key word here is while, as you see. While. After a while, we know that after a while comes past progressive. The long action was where ing. So while you were looking. Number A. Dan got space bread quite quickly. Dan got space spread quite quickly. Dan got a used to baking. Used to what? Baking. We have two kinds of used to. The first one is used to infinitive, which is a habit that ended in the past. Example, I used to smoke, but now I don't. Used to smoke. Used to infinitive. It means that now I don't smoke. I stopped the smoke. But I am used to smoking means I am still smoking. It's a present habit, not in the past. It is a present habit. Number three, we have get used to living in Cairo. So I just moved to live in Cairo, and I'm trying to get used to it, right? So it's a progressive habit, something I'm trying to do now. So after get used to, still verb ing. So here I have got, so used to baking. So because lots of you asked me about used to, I have three kinds of used to. Number one, used to infinitive. I used to smoke means I stopped smoking. I am or be used to. I am used to smoking. Be used to smoking or am is are used to smoking means what? Means I am still smoking. It's a present habit, not past habit. Number three, I got or get used to living in Cairo means I just moved to live in Cairo and I'm trying to live properly in it. So just trying to get the habit. Okay? After used to infinitive, but after be or get used to ing. So here used to baking. Sally and Ken space of getting married in the summer. Here I have the verb think. And actually, we have two kinds of think. Think as a stative verb and think as action verb. As a stative verb, when it means believe, like when I say, I think Facebook is nice. It's my opinion. So it's a stative verb, not action verb. So I cannot say I am thinking Facebook is good. But the other thing is an action verb. Like when I say, I am thinking of traveling to Sharm el-Sheikh. I am thinking here means what I'm considering. I am planning to. Understand? So here, the meaning here is believe, Sally and Ken believe of getting married now, or planning to get married, planning to get married. So are thinking, it's not a stative verb, it's an action verb, right? Here, they space tricks on their grandma. I don't think it's funny at all. So here he wants to say that this is bad. This is annoying action. You know, I use always with present simple, like always play, always plays. But actually here it is very different because I can use always with am, is, are, and verb ing with present progressive or continuous. Why? To express annoying action, something you do not like. Like when I say, stop, Ahmed, you are always making noise. Not you always make noise. Like you are always making noise. Here, when I say always with ing, I mean that I don't like this. This is annoying to me, right? Number 11, Betty space a guest list for her wedding at the moment. At the moment means now, so it is writing. It's very clear, right? Space math, your brother's favorite subject. Is math your brother's favorite subject? It's just math. For math I say it. So is it right? That's a lovely family house. Who space to? Who it belongs? Who does it belong? Who is it belonging? Who does it belong? Actually, does it belong is repeated here, but it's okay. Does it belong? Why? It's present, so I can say, is it belonging? But actually, this is wrong. Why? Because the verb belong is like the same like, love, hate, dislike, own, possess, consider, sorry, consist, contain, persist, know, understand, realize. All these words are called stative verb. So it only comes in simple form, in present simple here. So I cannot say, is it belonging? I say, does it belong? Of course, because this is a question form. Does it belong? Deal with it as present simple. Okay. Joanne's sister has saved up space money for the party. First of all, is the word money count or uncount? It's uncount. Money uncount? Yes. The word pounds, dollars, euros are countable. But the word money itself is uncountable. Like bread. The word bread itself is uncountable. The word loaf is countable. Here, saved up a little because this a few for count, many for count, any for negative and question. So it is a little. Next, what was she doing while space at the recipe book? The same answer, we answered it above. While, after while, you can have past progressive. You were looking. Then the correct exercise. Number one, Tom owned a large house. Here in the answer, it's owns. Why owns? Because own is a stative verb. Never use it with ing. Never use it with present progressive. You cannot say Tom is owning. So Tom owns. My mom tasted the soup for the baby to know if it is hot or not. Here, taste is like think, like look, like smell, like feel. You have these verbs of senses: taste, look, smell, feel. It has two meanings. Two what meanings? When taste, smell, look, feel are followed by an adjective like feel soft, look pretty, smell delicious, taste nice or good, يبقى stative verb when they are followed by an adjective. Stative what verb? Use it in present simple only. Taste or taste. Smell or smells. Okay? But my mom tasted the soup. Is the word the soup an adjective describing the soup? Yeah? No. No. So this is not a stative verb. So you can use it in ing form. She is tasting. She is eating it. Right? So she is tasting. The winter, here number three, the winter become colder and colder. Colder and colder. This is progressive action, continuous action. We are in winter and it is getting colder and colder. So it is current, it is progressive, right? It is happening now. So this category, colder and colder, higher and higher, drier and drier, hotter and hotter, it gives it the sense of progressive action. So use it in present continuous, is becoming. Number four, our English classes start at 10 and end at 11. Why starts and ends? Why not is starting or is ending? Because this is a schedule, a timetable. Every day we have the lesson that starts at 10, for example, right? Or every Sunday we have this lesson starting at 10 and ends in at 11. So all timetables, like the lessons, timetables of trains, of planes, come in present simple. Why? It is repeated. It is stable. Like when I say the train to London arrives at 6. Sorry, the train from London arrives at 6, right? So it is his arrival time. It is stable and settled. Okay, so always present simple. Here we have lunch now. Now present progressive, of course, are having. Mr. Well, but have is a stative verb. No. Have has two meanings. The first meaning is stative when it means own. I have a car. I cannot say I am having a car. I have a car. But have, which means take or eat, like have a shower, have lunch, have a nice time. All of this can be continuous, can be what continuous are having, right? Here again, while we said after while past progressive, while we were driving, and the other verb interrupted the first verb, so it's past. Once a king. Once means one day in the past. One day in the past. A king, so it would be past, went in the jungle and lived with animals. The same for number eight. The word in 2002, it means past. So my father bought a new car. Number nine, I have dinner when I suddenly hear a loud bang. Right? Yeah, just a minute. What does I what does this mean? We said when is the opposite of why. After when, it's in E. I follow it with ed, past simple. When I suddenly heard, as you see here. But what about the first verb? It would be was having or were having. So I was having. Manny just finished his homework. Just finished. So it will be has just finished. We said that present perfect is have, has, past participle for recent action, something which happened in the near past. So the keyword is just and already. Put have or has before just and already, and then past participle. So Manny has just finished. Tom and his friends already traveled to Alexandria. Have already traveled. Have already traveled. Then, I work in this company for 3 years. We said that since and for are used for pause. Pause what? Um يعني both present perfect يعني have worked or have been worked. Present perfect continuous or progressive. So how can I decide? And how can I decide if it was have worked or have been working? The meaning of the sentence. Is the action still happening? Is the focus on the duration of the action or on the action itself? I work in this country, company, sorry, in this company, here. So the action is still on the spot, still happening. So have been working. What do you want for lunch? You cannot say for the lunch. For lunch with meals, don't take articles a lot. And we said that articles were cancelled. Okay, so forget about it. Sandy break his leg. Of course, it's past. Should be broke. But here I have has broken. Why? Sandy break his leg. He can't move. Ah, this can't move means it is the result in present time. He broke his leg maybe 2 days ago, but it has an effect in the present time that he cannot move. He had a bandage, right? Or right, something like this, an effect to the present time. So it's a present perfect, has broken. They be to America for a month. Of course, it's have been, because in your model answer you'll find it has. No, it's have been. Have been. Even now we have two mistakes in the model answer. Number two, in the choose, huh? You will choose D instead of B. And this it was has, so I changed it into have. Okay. Lily play with her dolls all morning. Lily play with her dolls all morning. We said that the word all means present perfect progressive. Have, has been, ing, blindly. So has been playing. Number two, he has never used this program before. We said that we have two forms of ever and never. Have you ever been to America? No, I have never been to America. But when I say it is the first time I have ever been to America, so the answer will be what it means, that I have never been to America before. Here I have this sentence. He has never used this program before. So before I will return, it is the first time. It is the first time he has ever used this program. So this category is called category of first and before, right? Yeah, it is the first time I have ever eaten sushi. Means I have never eaten sushi before, right? The scientists have just finished their research. Negative. What is the negative from have? It's haven't. And for negative, I use yet. If you remember, I use yet with always haven't and hasn't. So the scientists haven't, of course, you should cross out just, haven't finished their research yet, right? This category, we said this category, next question, for can started working here into, it's past simple. But when I use since, so I want to say that she started or he started working in this company here and still working in 2007 and still working. This is the same or the proper meaning of present perfect progressive. Have, has been, ing means what? That you started in the past and still doing it. So when I have this started or began and he asks me for since or for, I use present perfect progressive. Can, has been working here since 2007. Number five, it hasn't rained for years. Present perfect negative. He wants the last, of course. So the last time it rained was many years ago, 4 years ago, right? It's past simple. because he wants the last time. So crossed four, cross out four, and added the last time. Cross it hasn't, or so on, and use past simple, right? And this is another form. He has just arrived a moment ago. So you will change it into past. So you will cross just, you will cross has. So he arrived a moment ago. That's it, right? I was walking in the woods when I saw a fox. I was walking in the woods when I saw a fox. We said that while it is totally the opposite of when. Here, when I have when in the middle of the sentence, I will use while at the beginning. Don't change anything. If I have when in the beginning, I will put while in the middle. It's very simple. In other way, while come before past progressive. What is the past progressive here? Was walking. So I'll add while here. So it would be while I was walking, cross one طبعا, I saw a fox. They are at the library now. The past from are is were. So they were at the library last yesterday. My mom had a room. The negative of had didn't have. It's very simple. He used to like chocolate. What is the negative of used to? Didn't use to. I think the exam is difficult. Think it's present simple, so it's don't think. There is some cream in the fridge. He wants any. When you have some and you want any, that means you want to change into negative, right? We said that in any is used in negative and question. And here I have some. So simply make negative. There isn't any cream. There is not any cream in the fridge, right? And he is doing his homework at the moment. At the moment, so is doing. So when I say every day means repeated present simple. So stem or s, right? Every day, and he does his homework. He is gentle at all the time, always. He is always gentle. So why is this question used here? He wants to teach me that I use always before all the verbs except the verb to be. It comes after it. Yani he always plays, he always runs, he always eats, he always whatever. But I say he is always the opposite. Come after verb to be, not before it. He doesn't come late. Here, I want to use never, so I will use never instead of doesn't. But what is the change? He doesn't come. But when I use never, I return the S. So it would be what? Comes. Everything is arranged for my travel to Alexandria tomorrow. Why present continuous is used here? We said that I use present continuous to action for actions on the spot, action that's happening now, and actions for future arrangements. When you have something very well arranged, I use present progressive. I use what? Present progressive. Here, everything is arranged, so automatically it's a present progressive. What is the verb travel? So it would be I am traveling to Alexandria tomorrow, right? These are some rearranged sentence. Rearranged sentence. We very quickly, because we don't have time, just Jesse is a puppet that visits sick children in hospital. Next, where is the girl whose computer is broken? Explorers started to go to Everest in the 20th century. The animals, actually here you have only one that, so you can cross this that. Can start the sentence with animal direct. with the word animals died. Cross out that. So animals conservation has become more important in the last 100 years, right? Then humans are quickly using all the planet's fossil fuels. The same, the animal's natural habitat is the place where it lives. Here, still, we have only one that, so you can cross out this that too. The first that before animal, cross it out. You start with animals, right? The average length of a great white shark is 5 meters. Here, it's a dialogue. We have done this dialogue in class before. The same. We have just done this in class, if you remember, right? This is another dialogue. Uh, like when I say, where will you go next week? I will go to Egypt. Oh, it's a very nice country to visit. You will see historical places. Which places will you visit? I will visit the pyramids, the Sphinx, and the Egyptian museums. Are you just touring? No, there will be business too. What would you like to buy there? Okay, I would like to buy some medical herbs from Aswan. Will you travel by sea? No, I will travel by plane, etc. It's very easy. It's dialogues. I think they are very simple. This is the translation. Just it is answered, but just I want to tell you the meaning of some words. The problem of overpopulation, large number of people in a place, has occupied the minds, has settled in the minds of economists, the scientists of economy, right? They believe that the world would face starvation, hunger, خلاص? In the new few decades, a period of 10 years, a period of what? 10 years. So the answer will be like this: لقد احتلت مشكلة الانفجار السكاني عقول الاقتصاديين فهم يعتقدون بأن العالم سيواجه المجاعات في العقود اللي هو 10 سنين يعني القليلة القادمة إذا استمر الناس بالازدياد بنفس المعدل الحالي. Right? The same in Arabic. Here قصص الخيال العلمي اللي هي طبعا science fiction, right? explorer اللي هم المستكشفين بيكتشفوا أراضي جديدة أو كده. started to go to Everest. needed to rely on. do you know rely on يعتمدوا على الإيه؟ السكان المحليين يعني. local people to give them information about the إيه؟ mountain. right? It's very easy. the press هنا edge. the press دي اللي هي الصحافة journalism. the press الميديا يعني plays an important role in forming public awareness. بتشكل الوعي العام والرأي العام. right? الصحافة بتعمل كده. okay. طبعا situations احنا عملنا دي قبل كده. what do you say in the following situation? you welcome a new friend. welcome to school. you are in a hotel and you want to book a room. may I book a room please? you ask your friend about the way to Tahrir. could you tell me where is the Tahrir, the way to Tahrir please? you saw a terrible accident. oh my God, what a disaster. God forbid. your friend thinks that English is easy. you agree. you are right. I agree with you. That's right. Right? you want to know the depth of a lake. how deep is that lake? you don't understand the lesson. ask your teacher to repeat. could you repeat the lesson please? as you said this. you suggest. suggest is to say let's go to the cinema. right? these are the novel and we sent you model answer for this novel. model answer is sent. study it direct. right? and we will see if we could help more about this. thank you for this video. I wish you all the best. Goodbye.